Hello everyone, my name's Cortezerino and I'll be your sewing instructor today. First lesson, threading the eye of the needle. Well, I'm sure you have some questions. What eye? What needle? And are you drunk, Cortez? Well, let's start with the first question and never speak of the last one. So I am trying to get the melons and pumpkins from my pumpkin and melon farm, which looks like this, all the way over to my bulk storage area, which looks like this, which is where we just were before, so it's not that interesting. But this one's for pumpkins, that one's for melons, and I don't have a lot of room here. And what makes it worse is just up too high for me to reach is going to be, I guess, the grand entrance to my tower at this height. So I need to have a floor like right here. So I can't go up too high, but I need to have another glass item elevator coming up next to that one-ish, and then be able to take the items over here and separate the melons and pumpkins without going too high up there. So I think what I'm going to do is actually destroy this one that I've got right here and sort of move it over a little bit. And I should still be able to sneak the water stream in there. And then I can bring the melons and pumpkins up from this point right here and send them over, put them into an item sorter. Now, what I might try and do is basically get them to share a big glass tower. So currently this is where the wheat is going into the glass item elevator and getting shot up just a little distance, but I want to move it over just a touch. And you can see I've been a little bit busy here. I've put in another one. Now if you do these glass item elevators, you don't need to do the whole 3x3 area like I've done here. You could just have a single thing of glass with stone all around it and the items will still come up. But I just like the look of these things. I like to look down and go, ooh, that's creepy. And because I build underground a lot, any chance I get, I have a window looking out onto it. So I can watch the items go up, which I'm not building too much underground this season, I think. So it might be kind of pointless. But anyway, I'm going to bring the melons and pumpkins up on this one and knock out this redstone here. So it just continues up. But then I want to have the next one basically joining forces. Let me dig a little hole. Have I got any glass? Yes, I have. So this will be the center point of this one where the items are coming up. And then what I'll do is have the center point of the next one right here. So center point, and they should not touch. And I can sort of make it a tiny bit smaller. But I've made a mess. I'll clean that up and I might actually build a little bit of this and we'll see if I can actually get it to work. Man, this place is getting so messy now. I'm in the camera account so we can move around a little bit better, but I've got my double glass item elevator going, so the wheat's hooked up to this dropper here and the pumpkins and melons will come from all the way down there. And I've changed the water stream for the wheat, so it's scooting around the other glass item elevator, so that's all connected up now. I somehow managed to drop that villager out of his little holding cell while I was building this. That was a lot of fun. But anyway, the pumpkins and melons will continue up to this water stream, and I had next to no room here to do a bit of redstone, but I don't think the sugarcane farm is interfering with my two little item sorters right here. So I've got one for pumpkins, one for melons, just in case I drop a bit of dirt into the water stream or something. I don't want that ending up in the bulk storage. Anything that doesn't belong in there, or if my pumpkin storage fills up, which is a possibility, all of those items will continue on and go into a dropper and just get dropped up into the lava and destroyed. I'm expecting to destroy a lot of pumpkins because this farm is huge. But anyway, we've done that. We've hooked up the collection system. Now I just need to hook up the collection system here, which will be pretty basic, just water streams sending the pumpkins off to a dropper that'll shoot them up the item elevator. That is easy enough, but then we've got to decorate this place. Well, I can't even remember where I was up to in the last clip, whether I had the water stream in or not, but it's in now, and that's been decorated. I haven't done up the top here yet because I've sort of got all these little passages with ladders and different levels, and I think eventually I'll open it all up, but yeah, not yet. So we've got the jack-o'-lanterns going down that side, and then on this side they're set back a little bit, and we've got the ladder in here, so we've got access to all the different levels. I was sort of contemplating decorating the behind-the-scenes level things there, but I really don't think it's worth it. And with the water here, I've kept this all at the same level. I've just got some half slabs here, so the items from this side will shoot underneath them, and then some signs up here, so any items that land on top of the half slabs also get sent off, and then we just drop down a level and scoot off in the other direction. Look, now I'm picking up junk. So I had to do it like this because we were getting very close to bedrock. I didn't have a lot of room to work with, but yeah, that's all done now. And sure enough, my pumpkins are going crazy. Oh, am I lagging? I am lagging. Yep, well, that one's already full. I was going to sit here and show you. You can just sit here and count the pumpkins coming in. There's one every few seconds. It's nuts. So I'm going to have redstone lamps lighting up pretty soon. But while we're here, I want to deal with a problem. You see, this design of Villager Trading Hall was I designed it to be an early game one. And then you can get your mending books really quick. And then once you get a few more resources, like I have now, you turn it into a villager breeder. And so you basically put a water stream down the bottom and send the villagers off to a bigger and better trading hall. But I'm going to be keeping this one, so I'm encountering problems that I wouldn't have gotten if I'd just turned it into a breeder. And that problem is these guys getting stuck. So it's not so bad at the moment, because now and then I just come down here with my axe and I go, don't want you, and I just start massacring guys. But these guys here, they're trapped. They're not going to move. And this is a big problem if I've already got my two guys in the boat and they're going to stay forever. I just start collecting villagers down here and they cannot move. And it's a real pain. So I want to try adjusting this design. And I mean, I could go really redstoney and put pistons underneath the floor so I can drop the floor by one block and they can all run around and then raise it again when I want guys to go in the boats. But yeah, this is an early game design, and if I'm going to come up with a bit of a fix for it, it's got to be a simple fix, just for the sake of my tutorial and anyone who's built it. So first of all, we don't need this layer of carpet right here. Like, that's just so the idea was the babies could run around easy and guys could move back and forth, but they're getting stuck, so we might remove that layer because they only need this one layer. If they approach from this side, when they hit the carpet, they can go up into the boat. They can't from this side. The villagers won't go up there. I think they're a bit taller than the player, but at least that gives them a bit more mobility. Without that bit of carpet there, they can run back and forth rather than getting stuck. But, I think I can go even better than this. We might enlist some water streams. You know, I was hoping to avoid having to kill a lot of these guys, but, yep, they're going to be painful. Alright, this is going to be slow because I have to use the axe. I used the sword once. I got sick of chopping at a big group of these guys with an axe, so I did the sword with the sweeping edge, and I took out my best mending villager in the boat above. He was a 12 emerald trade. Now I have to settle for a 16 emerald. Alright, so I've got the water that's hydrating my wheat farm in there, coming in from this direction. I'm hoping if I can place a bucket right in the center here, it's not going to cause... No, it is. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? So if you haven't figured out what I was trying to do, I was trying to get a bucket of water in the center here. So any babies that drop down here or villagers that walked too far and fell in here would get pushed to the sides. But because I've got all that water there hydrating my earth, I can't do that. So I can start with some half slabs here. And then from that point have some water. So any guys that land here will be free just to do whatever they want. But eventually when they get knocked into the water, they will get pushed along. And let's make sure, yep, of course, there has to be redstone down there. So I've had to make a few design choices because of the water here hydrating the earth in my wheat farm. And then things like the glass item elevator getting in the way, but this is what I've come up with. So there's only the one layer of carpet now, so we're not going to get a bunch of guys stuck on this layer, and they can walk over, get caught by the water, and that will push them up here, and they can then run around and attempt to enter the boat once more. Now I killed everyone in this side, but they've always tended to prefer that side, but yeah, when this starts to fill up with villagers, I will get more going down there. As soon as they get into this water stream, they tend to get sucked up to this side. So I have culled a lot of guys, but it's looking a bit better. They can still get stuck right there. And I noticed it's a little bit hard for them to get jostled off the edge. But before, I would have had to kill them. But now I can just run down here and give them a tap. And as I tap them, they'll go down into there and have a chance to get sucked away again. So it's better. It is better. It's one step closer to making this early game farm something that can be used a bit more permanently. So here's some more guys getting stuck. I used to have like 8 groups of guys like this just all jumbled together, but yeah, much easier now. We've had to kill all you librarians. Not anymore. Not anymore. Alright, I'm going to let this run for a bit and see what happens. See, there they go. Eee, it's like a water slide, isn't it, mate? But I don't want you. Bye-bye. It's a water slide of death. Here's one problem, though, of all my little adjusting over there. These blocks have to be here to stop the water, and I mean, it doesn't make much difference in the end because my redstone access has been completely blocked off. So we're going to have to seal this tunnel up. There's no point to it now, and build the tunnel from that side, I think. Hold the phone, guys. Lightning has struck. I had a quick foray into a creative world, and I have discovered something brilliant. Let me get some trapdoors. So here I was complaining that the villagers were still getting stuck on the carpet, and I could just give them a little nudge and off they'd go. Who needs carpet when we can use trapdoors? Out of the way, out of the way. With the trapdoors, it still pushes them up so they can get their heads into the boats. Because they're not actually going all the way underneath the boats. They're just getting up on the edge of this, and the head hits the edge of that glass, and in they go. But if they're right on the center of the trapdoor underneath this boat, they don't like it, and they run off. So hopefully, like I tested it in creative, and it worked great, but we're going to test it in survival now. But I think the trapdoors will do exactly what the carpet did, but they won't want to just stay there in a big group. This could be a brilliant solution. Look at that. They're standing on the edge. They're getting their heads up into the boat's hitbox, but they're not going any further. That's brilliant. And if let's just say a little baby's standing there and he grows up, his head'll hit that and he'll go, ouch, I don't like that, and he'll run off. This is very cool. I still need this section here for the little babies to fall down. So that can't be helped. And if I were to do a tutorial, I'd probably have water right from the center so they're not just standing there waiting. This is very nice. I was getting to a point where I was going to say, okay, I've got enough villagers. I'm just going to shut off the breeding because it was too hard to handle. But look at that. They're just on the edge. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. This can probably be a proper permanent villager trading hall now. And one last thing I might try. They definitely do like this corner more than anywhere else for some reason. It must be like villager catnip is buried over there or something. So I might just, in this little water stream here, let's just put a trapdoor there to encourage everyone to get pushed. Oh, they're still going to get pushed that way. Maybe not a trapdoor, maybe a slab, so they can still get up there if they really want to, but I think this will just encourage them to get pushed in that direction. No, it won't still. Okay. Let's try... Have I got anything under that slab? No, I don't. I don't want to break that slab. We can break that one. We'll try this just for this particular villager trading hall. I want to try and encourage you guys to get to this side, but that wouldn't be the normal way you'd do it. So we got one already. Not too bad. This is really good. No one's getting stuck. I don't think. No, none of them. What about here? No, you guys aren't stuck, are you? You're just chilling. Just chilling. I can't put into words how peaceful my base has become. I just did a massive trading session and was culling the guys I didn't want, and these other fellas were running around and getting into the boats. And look at this, look how clear it is. You know, before I would have big groups of them all huddled together and they wouldn't do anything. Now they're moving around. If they're over here when I clear, there's a baby drop. I saw you drop. Hey mate, and he's ready to go. This is lovely. And let's go over here. Look at this. Oh, it's all nice and clear. That guy's a little stuck though. That's worrying. You gonna stay stuck? Okay, it's not perfect, obviously, but that's one. That's one. Have we got any more? No, we don't. Okay. It's looking pretty good. It's looking good. This is the clearest I've seen this trading hall since the first day I built it, actually. So I think we're going to have another villager trading hall tutorial coming soonish. This, like I said, is not perfect. That one dude got stuck, but you know, maybe I'll have another idea and we'll get it even better. But for the time being, I'm just enjoying the peace and quiet. Hey, mate. Alrighty, guys, we're going to leave it here for today. Not an overly productive episode on the surface, but those changes I made to the villager trading hall have made things so much better. But I can feel it coming. It's not far away. We're going to do a decorative building episode. We're going to start the outside of the tower. Because if I don't start the outside of the tower soon, I'm going to forget how to build properly. I've just been doing redstone. Like, I tried my hand at a lighthouse. It doesn't look that great, you know? I'm forgetting how to build. I've got to do something. So I think we're going to get onto that pretty soon. So cheers, guys. I'm Cortezerino. See you later.